Hello everyone, Railgan here today to talk to you guys about the 2-base Mutalisk opening in Zerg vs Terran has recently been buffed, so let's have a look at how it plays out. First of all, we have some goals with this build. We do not want to die to Hellions, Cyclones, to Banshees, to 16 Marine pushes, to Medivacs and 16 Marines usually. We don't want to die to the Marine tank pushes. And we want to get out those 2-base Mutalisk, right? Then of course apply pressure with the Mutalisk, harass, tech up, eco up. But if you look at it, this is the kind of the thoughts that you will have while you're in a game playing this build. I do not want to die, right? You're constantly in fear of your opponent attacking you, and I'm kind of going to have a talk to you a little bit about it when I'm actually showing you the game. But it's mostly a lot of defending for the first 5 minutes, get out those Mutalisks, apply pressure, and go ham. What makes the build really good right now? There has been some changes. So first of all, the Spire got buffed. Matters quite a bit for our 2-base Mutalisk openings. The cost has been reduced. It's only 50-50, but 50-50 is a lot when you're opening on 2 bases. That's quite a bit of eco, especially you're mostly on 1 gas until you have your Spire out, and that's like 30 seconds of gas mining. The Spire is 5 seconds quicker, quite nice, and not to overlook, the centrifugal hooks now gives 5 more HP, which makes the banelings that usually accompany the Mutalisks better. Cyclones got nerfed, well fixed, but technically nerfed. And Vikings with the Mines and Banshees got buffed, which is a little bit on the worse side for us. You will face a lot more people that go Reactor, double Viking. It's a lot cheaper to get those out now. Saves the Terran 50 minerals. May I say a lot, right? But 125 minerals is quite a bit less than 150. Drilling Claws were buffed and Banshees were buffed. I face a lot more Hyperflight Rotor Banshees right now. Against Banshees, we don't struggle that much. What is the build that we're going for? I'm going with pool first in every CVT, 18 edge, 17 gas. The early pool helps me with the defense against the Terran, and it kind of keeps away the Reapers, keeps me a bit safer against the Rex, and I can also keep the opponent guessing. He won't quite know what tech I'm following it up with, but he knows he has to be careful. I get, with my first 100 gas, I get link speed to stop the Hellions. My second 100 gas gives me the lairs, so I can get Mutas out. The next 50 gas goes into a Baning Nest for Hellbat defense, and I want those speed Banes. As soon as I have the lair, I get that Spire as soon as I can. And with 100 gas, I get the Baneling speed, so I can stop the Marines. And when I have the Spire, Mutalisks are out, and then we play the game from there. This is the basic build that I'm sticking to, but right now let's go into a game. So right here I have a game for you guys that I played against Irish Lads 2, 5.2k MMR on the European server. Terran player, we're going to see how I execute the build. I'll give you some pointers, and I hope you'll be able to play the 2-base Mutalisk opener in your own games. It's not a hard build to play, it's fairly easy, and it applies pressure on the opponent. It's very, very hard to play perfectly, because there's so much to do, but yeah, we'll get there. So I opened with a quick pool, then the hatchery follows up at 18 supply, and then the gas when I'm at 17. So I go 16 drones on mineral, next drone to the hatchery, next drone to the gas. I usually build 2 links when the pool is done, and I get a queen, 2 drones going to the gas, then an overlord following it up, and then another drone that goes to fill up the gas completely. I always try to get as many minerals out as I can. Links go across the map, they try to avoid the Reaper if possible. So I try to pay a little bit of attention. My Overlord checks where the Reaper is going, and then the links go the other way to avoid it. And he kind of knows I like to go pool first, so he just keeps the CC on the high ground. But if the CC were to be on the low ground, I would be able to do some damage at home. First queen is done, queen goes here together with an overlord to stop the Reaper. He's actually harassing me a little bit at my natural, so I pulled the drones away, saving that drone by morphing it into a spore. More queens are coming, I'm trying to go for 3 queens total. trying to get up to that 100 gas right now so I can start the lair. Opponent is gonna fly down the CC soon. Lair is now starting. I think I started it at 116 gas. I always try to spend the larva first before I get the lair. No additional queens right now. One queen is enough to spread creep. Just have to be a little bit careful. Overlord is in position over here and over here. This one spots any move out. This one is in position to be morphed into an overseer once my lair is done. So 2 gases. And then when those 2 gases are done, I start my 4th gas. Try to get out as much gas mining as I can. I have no lings at home right now. I have 2 queens. That's enough to defend against 2 Hellions. But once the first 2 Hellions are here, I usually build more lings because he will attack me with 4 Hellions soon. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a bait maneuver here, showing him that I have no Zerglings, right? He's gonna see, the queen is out of position. Oh no, I better flee. Oh no, he's gonna get me, guys. Meanwhile, Spire and Bending Nest are building. And then, once he actually commits, I pull my drones away, I go in with the lings, make a horrible micro mistake by stacking all my lings on... I don't know what mistakes were made, but I end up cleaning the Hellions up. I drone back up to 44 drones, that's the goal where I want to be. Immediately counter across the map. If you do damage to your opponent like that, always cash in, cash out, I think is the term I'm looking for. Trying to drone up, finishing the up to 44 drones. Lings over here are attacking him right now. I think you're going to see a very cutesy move right here with these lings. As I morph a couple of banelings, that is natural, right? You can see, like, if you kill the opponent's Hellions, and this guy is not going Banshees. Against Banshees, you would want a quick Overseer Scout if you don't know what your opponent is doing to hit him. But I had figured, well, if I attack him with Lings, he has to show me his hand anyways. The banelings actually get some kills. The Marines are struggling against my Lings. He's on 3 CC right now, pumping out Marines from 5 frag. Just struggling, you know, he's playing it greedy and now he's paying the price. He pays the price for making a mistake with those Hellions. You never want to be greedy. I'm not quite sure what my opponent is doing. Could be BCs, could be not. I don't have intel on his main base. I only know he had 2 command centers. He actually has 3. That's why I'm now building the Spore Crawlers in case of battle cruisers. Mutalisk go across the map. And I start harassing him, right? So the important thing is, if you're harassing your opponent, try to get some SCV kills. But what's the absolute most important thing is you want to keep your opponent guessing. If you start just sitting back, then you're going to be in quite a bit of trouble, because if you are slower than your opponent, he will start harassing you with Medivac. Mutalisks are not a blind counter against Medivacs. You can still fly around over here or over here where I don't have vision. So I still need to be careful against Medivac drops. But by constantly pressing him, I can tell if his marine count gets lower or anything like that, and I can react. At home, I started the 2 evolution chambers when my Spire was when my Mutalisk catch. They get a 3rd base. I'm gonna get a 4th base as soon as I have the money. I have some banelings over here in case I see an opportunity to deal damage to my opponent. Trying to snipe whatever I can. I'm getting 1-1 on my Zerglings. I'm also getting the +1 attack on my Mutalisks. I don't always get that, but I built a few Mutalisks in this game. Sometimes I want at least 6, but I can go up to 10, 12. But yeah, just keeping tabs on my opponent. Creep spreading is a lot harder when you're doing the Mutalisk harass, but it takes a lot of APM to do that. Trying to go in, get as much damage done as I can. Always want to have some backup payments, right? So what you're seeing here, to go back once again, when I move out to attack, every time I attack my opponent, I morph more banelings behind. So when my first attack wave is over, he cannot just run across the map and kill me, because I have no banelings left. But I will actually have another wave of banelings with my another wave of Zerglings that are coming to clean him up. And then, when you get an advantage over your opponent, you head across the map, trigger those Widow Mines wherever you can, and you notice we're even on upgrades right now. And I have a lot of Mutalisk because this guy kept losing units, bleeding here and there. And just like that, he falls apart. The Mutalists go in for the no GG victory. Yeah. So, I hope this helps you guys. Cutesy little 2-base Mutalisk shenanigan rebuild. It's very fun to play. Thank you for watching.